Ahoy there, curious cruisers and lovers of all things maritime. Welcome aboard the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel, your one-stop destination for everything from safety drills and ship security to sailor slang, sea legends, and the bizarre but brilliant world of nautical knowledge. I'm Shelby, Chief Officer Safety and Chief Officer of Silliness and surprisingly accurate facts. And I've spent years behind the scenes on cruise ships, keeping passengers safe, crew in line, and stopping people from pressing the fire alarm when they meant to order ice cream. Today we're answering the big question that's puzzled passengers, confused cadets, and absolutely ruined pub quizzes for decades. What the hell is a nautical mile? And why are ships and planes measuring speed in knots? Is it a rope thing? A pirate thing? Or just another reason to feel inferior to Mick the Marine Engineer? Let's find out, and have a laugh while we do it. A nautical mile is not just a fancy mile in a sailor's hat. It's a real, official unit of distance, and it's actually smarter than the miles and kilometers we use on land. Why? Because it's tied to the very shape of the Earth. Imagine the Earth is a big orange. It's sliced into 360 degrees of latitude and longitude. Each degree has 60 minutes. And each minute of latitude, that's 1 nautical mile. So if you move 1 minute of arc north or south, boom, you've just traveled 1 nautical mile. It's geography. It's maths. It's surprisingly logical for something sailors use. All right, let's tackle the speed thing. Why say we're doing 15 knots instead of just 28 kilometers per hour? Because a knot is simply 1 nautical mile per hour. That's it. Easy, right? So a cruise ship doing 22 knots is moving at about 40.7 kilometers per hour, or 25.3 miles per hour. Faster than a sea turtle. Slower than your nan's shopping trolley when there's a Black Friday sale. Back in the good old days, and by good I mean incredibly dangerous and full of scurvy, sailors had no GPS, no radar, just stars, rum, and a rope with knots in it. They'd tie knots at regular intervals on a rope, usually every 47 feet 3 inches, throw it off the stern of the ship with a piece of wood, and count how many knots went overboard in 28 seconds. Each knot equals 1 nautical mile per hour. It was basically a medieval Fitbit, but wetter and less accurate. This method was called a common log or chip log. Sailors used 30-second sandglasses to time the count. Rope burns were considered a rite of passage. And yes, people still got it wrong and crashed into rocks anyway. Peter from Poland sent us a question, why do planes use knots? So Peter, that's a great question. It's not just ships. Even airplanes measure speed in knots and distance in nautical miles. Why? Because aviation also relies on latitude, longitude, and global navigation systems. When you're flying from Tokyo to London, you don't want to convert kilometers to miles halfway over the Arctic. You want consistent globe-based units, and that's what nautical miles and knots give you. Also, we're flying at 500 knots sounds way cooler than saying we're doing 926 kilometers per hour. Okay, let's break it all down one more time. So a nautical mile measures distance, and that's, well, 1.852 kilometers, or about 1.1508 miles. A knot is a measure of speed, which means 1 nautical mile per hour. And just to recap why we use these terms, it's all about global navigation, since they're based on the curvature of the Earth. So next time you're on a cruise and someone asks how far you've traveled, you can just say, roughly 1,200 nautical miles across the North Atlantic, darling. And sound like James Bond's seafaring cousin. Stop saying, I'm going about 60 kilometers an hour. Start saying, we're steaming at 32.4 knots with a tailwind off the port bow. Then, if you want to go all out, look dramatically into the middle distance. Sprinkle in a yar for good measure, and someone might just give you your own ship. If you laughed, learned, or now feel dangerously overconfident in maritime trivia, do your duty, sailor. Like this video, subscribe to the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel, and ring that bell like it's 6 bells in the forenoon watch. I'm Shelby, your friendly Chief Officer Safety and of Shenanigans, reminding you to stay safe, stay salty, and never, ever confuse knots with pasta. Until next time, may your ropes be strong, your charts be accurate, and your nautical miles be filled with adventure.